All right, let's get started, team. Coming to the backs of our mats. We're just gonna start with some nice big neck circles, circling around. Feeling that stretch down the side of your neck as you circle around. Let's take it the other way. Nice big rolls. And slowly coming back into center. We're gonna start to tuck that chin under, rolling down. As we come down to the bottom, let's walk our hands out into a high plank. Good, piking those hips up. Take that little pedal through those heels. Good. And then planting those heels down, holding this stretch here. We're going to raise up onto those toes and lower it back down. Pressing all the way up and lower down. Good, let's go a few more times here. All the way up and down for 2. Good, last one here. Good job. Slowly walking our hands all the way back to our feet. We're just going to hold this half fold here. All right, just rolling down. Let's just grab onto those elbows. Just letting your head drop down. Little rock side to side. Beautiful. Let those arms go. Let's start to stack that spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Let's take a nice deep inhale at the top. And as we exhale, let's take these elbows all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale up. Let's go 2 more times here. Then we hold those elbows wide. Last one, reach back, hold. Let's just take some little twists side to side. Just keep those hips facing forwards. Let's just get the torso twisting around. Bit of shoulder work today as well. All right, so trying to open up through the chest and the shoulders. Workout 165 today. It is a quick one. Okay, 6 sets. We're going to make our way through each set straight away, so there's no need to repeat again after. All right, let's go 2 and 1. Release your arms. Let's grab onto our dumbbells. We are starting with an RDL. Planting the right foot down, just rest your left toes slightly behind. Tracing the shin bone all the way down. Squeeze through that heel, come back up. All right, just find your own little range here. Focus on pressing those hips backwards in this RDL. Chest stays open. Eye gaze coming to the top of the mat. Now with today's workout, we've got 40 seconds on. 10 seconds in between, so a little bit of time to transition. Let's go less than 10 seconds here. Then we're going to hold on to these dumbbells for that whole first set. We're going to move into a little bit more upper body. And last one. And squeeze it in. Good job. Quick shake out through these legs. Now we are working a bent over row, working both arms together. So find a little half squat here. And we're squeezing those elbows back and lower down. Squeeze and lower. Keep control through that spine. Focus on reaching those elbows up, bringing those dumbbells into that side of the waist. Notice that little rotation through your palms as we squeeze those elbows in. You can either hold those palms in that neutral position or turn them as we lower. Now try not to get any little lower back niggles here. Feel free to tuck that tailbone under slightly if you're starting to feel it in that lower back. Planting those heels and toes down here. And we're going to repeat this set again after this. So only the 2 exercises, last one. And release. All right, now this time we're going to move into that left side with those RDLs. Left foot planted down, right toes rest behind. And let's hinge back through those hips. Squeeze those heels and toes down to bring those hips forwards. Make sure we reset those shoulders. Even at the bottom as well, make sure we draw those shoulders away. And remember, all the weight is in this left leg. You're just resting your right toes on the mat. You should almost be able to pick that foot off the floor. Soft bend in the left. And then we're going to go back into these rows. Then that's set 1 done. Let's go a couple more here. Last one. Good job. Squeeze it in. Little shake out through your legs, going back into this bent over row. Find your little half squat here. All right, neutral spine. Let's go squeeze and release. Depending on how your body is feeling today, whether you want to grab that heavier set of dumbbells if you've got them handy, or if you've got your light dumbbells, if you want to take it a little bit quicker here, it's up to you. Just try and keep that control through the body, just those arms and those shoulders doing the movement here. Squeeze back and release. Now coming into set 2, we're gonna make our way down onto the mat. No dumbbells for this next set, and we're gonna stay down there. Let's go for 1 more. There we go. Good job. Laying on down. Lengthen everything nice and long, arms and legs. Okay, now we're going to bring that right knee in. As we bring that knee in, we're going to crunch up, reach those hands underneath, lower down, reset. Crunch, lower, reset. Can you exhale, round and crunch? Inhale as you lower, lengthen everything back out. Now I want you to focus on lifting up through the chest and the shoulders first. Try not to use the momentum of the arms to peel up that upper body off that mat. You're going to try and meet your leg in halfway. Staying on the one side. Next time we make our way through, we'll go to that left side. Less than 5 seconds. And then we are into a glute bridge. Hold one last one. Whew. Lower down. Just lengthen everything out for a moment. Nice deep breath. All right, arms to your side. Coming up into a glute bridge, hold feet nice and close to your bottom. Curl on up. We are staying up here. Let's lift up onto those toes and lower. Just working some calf raises down here. Up high on those toes. Now I want you to try and control these heels coming down. Don't just let them drop down. Just think 2 counts down, 2 counts up. Let's take this slow. Don't forget about those hips. Let's press up. Try and relax through the arms here. Focus is on those legs. And then we are back into those crunches. We're going to work through that left side. And lower it down. Good job. You can hug those knees in for a little moment if you want to. Lengthen everything out. And let's go crunching up. Left knee comes in. Let's reach underneath and lower. Crunch, lower. Let's get these shoulders off the mat. Trying to reach those hands in underneath that knee. Nice deep breaths. Let's go. Use that exhale. Peel the shoulders up. Get that little reset at the bottom. Then we're back into that glute bridge hold. 10 seconds. One last one. And lengthen it out. Good job. Just take a nice deep breath here. All right, get yourselves ready for your glute bridge. Feet in nice and close. Arms to the side. Let's curl up, hold, and just the calf raises. Now if you want a little bit more here, feel free to hold up onto those toes for that little bit longer, maybe taking that return down through your heels a little bit slower. Instead of the 2 counts, maybe going for 3 or 4 on the way down, getting that little bit more tension through your calves. You can come up quick and go down even slower. Bit of a negative tempo to hold them under tension. And then after this, we are grabbing our dumbbells. All right, rolling on up. Bit of a bicep curl series here. Knees down. Okay, you're just curling 1 dumbbell to 1 shoulder. So it's a bit of a cross body bicep curl. Try not to just sway your whole arm across. Just the forearm raising up. Trying to almost bring your thumbs to your shoulders. And then we are back down on the mat, working some more abs. Getting in some tabletop crunches, getting the whole body today. Some isolated exercises, some combinations, hitting everything. Well done, let's go for 2. Last one. All right, lower these dumbbells, keep them handy for our next set around. Make your way down, tabletop crunches, knees in line with your hips, elbows wide. And let's crunch and lower. As we crunch up, just bring that eye gaze to your knees. And as always in the crunch, okay, lifting up through the chest and the shoulders. Just relax the hands, whether they're behind your head or beside your temples. Pressing that belly button down into the mat. And then we're grabbing those dumbbells again, just over 10 seconds. Coming back into those biceps. Nice deep breaths, dig deep. We got final 2. And last one. All right, hug those knees in for a moment if you need to. Rolling on up. Let's get ready for these bicep curls. All right, dumbbells in hands. Bringing those thumbs to those shoulders. All right, this is almost going to bring us to that halfway point. Okay, not a long exercise or workout today. All right, but focusing on every muscle though, hitting everything. Whew. All the way up with those dumbbells. And then we are back down for these crunches. Then that is your halfway point. We've only got 3 sets left to go. Stay with me. Keep that control on the way back down. Let's go 2. And last one. All right, dumbbells down. Let's finish this last round of tabletop crunches. Whew, let's go. Knees in line with those hips, shins parallel, and let's crunch and lower. Now, if you do need less here, you can just rest those feet down. Do it with your feet grounded. A little bit more here. Feel free to even go for some leg extensions at the top of your crunch. Try to relax through the neck. All right, eye gaze just going to the tops of the knees as we crunch. Elbows are wide. Whew. Let's go. Home stretch, halfway point. My abs are burning right now. We're going to grab 1 dumbbell on our way up for that next set. Let's go for final 2 and last one. There we go. All right, rolling on up, grab onto 1 dumbbell. We're going to hold it in our right hand. We're going to work a squat with an overhead press, but just on that single side. So as we squat, lower down to shoulder, press up. Sorry, that wasn't very smooth, was it? Good. You can start to flow through a little quicker if you want to. Just make sure we're getting down in that deep squat as we lower that dumbbell. Getting through that right shoulder, but squeezing through both heels as we make our way up. Try and keep those hips, the shoulders square to the front. Abs are always on. And then we are straight into another little shoulder burner. Last one, we have drivers. Okay, feel free to grab your other dumbbell if you want to challenge yourselves, otherwise single dumbbell. All right, reach those arms out in front. Let's get these rotations like we're holding onto a steering wheel. Hopefully you're not actually driving like this though. Let's go. Try and keep that dumbbell at shoulder and chest height for me. Let's go. Relax through your shoulders. Dig deep. It is a burner, I know. I felt it in the first 5 seconds. We're past halfway. Let's go. Whew. Then we are just on that left side for the squat overhead press. Let's get some more rotations in less than 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Okay, dumbbell in your left hand. Okay, we're going to go for that squat lower, overhead press. And let's go down, squat, reach, and press. Reach, and press. Try to square off these hips. Ooh. And then we are back into those drivers, finishing off set 4. Only 2 more sets left to go after this, and then we'll do a nice little warm down for you. Getting you ready for your day, or if you're doing it at the end of the day, getting you ready for bed. All right, almost there, less than 10 seconds. And we hold this dumbbell out in front. Feel free to grab your second dumbbell if you want to challenge yourselves. Last round of drivers coming up. Here we go. All right, try and circle through these shoulders, get them ready for it. All right, soft bend in your knees. Let's go, reach out and we rotate. Now, not just through the wrist, shoulders are rotating as well. Through the whole arm. Nice deep breaths. Maybe inhale for a couple, exhale for a couple, slow it down. Relax these shoulders. Here we go, past halfway. Then we are coming down on our mat. Keep those dumbbells handy though. We'll need them for the next exercise after the one coming up. Whew, giving those shoulders a rest shortly, sort of. Let's go. Final 3, 2, and 1. Rest it down. All right, donkey kicks, but on those forearms. Okay, so keeping those legs bent to that 90 degrees. All right, right leg, we're gonna reach those heels up and lower down. All the way up and all the way down. Now, in order to keep those legs bent, sometimes it's hard to see what that leg is doing behind us. Just imagine you've got a tennis ball behind your knee. You're trying to squeeze and hold it into those hamstrings. It's going to help you to hold that bend. Now, it's not all about the height here. Let's keep control through the core. Let's focus on these glutes and squaring off these hips to the mat. And then we are coming into a bit more upper body. Let's go. Final 2. And last one. Rest it down. Grab these dumbbells. A bit of a lat raise in 90 degrees, but we're going to be holding a half squat here. All right, so a little hinge forward. We're reaching up and down. So out to the sides and lower. We'll do a bit of a shoulder stretch after today's session. Don't know about you guys, but my shoulders are burning right now. Whew. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Good. And then we're coming back into those donkey kicks, working through that left side. Try and bring these elbows all the way up to shoulder height. And you're keeping those wrists in line with those elbows, keeping that 90-degree bend. Let's go. A couple more here. Final 2. And 1. Oh, drop those dumbbells. Quick little shoulder roll. All right, we're going to make our way back down. Left leg with these donkey kicks. Flex your foot. Raise all the way up. All right, remember that tennis ball as well here, squaring off those hips. Eye gaze at the top of the mat, all the way down, all the way up through that leg. Pressing up strong through those shoulders. I know they're probably burning right now. Whew. Then once we move into that lat raise, we've only got 1 set left. You're only going to need the 1 dumbbell. Whew. Less than 10 seconds. Let's go, team. Final 2. And give me 1 last one. Beautiful. All right, grab onto these dumbbells. Last exercise using 2. Let's find this half squat, lat raise. All right, squeezing up and lowering down. So you're just hovering that bottom off your heels in that half squat. Now, if you do need less, you can lower all the way down. Abs are on. Elbows reaching up. Halfway point. Try to lengthen through that neck. Have a look at somewhere just out in front of you. Keep that control on the way in. A little bit more here. Come out quick. Go in even slower. Getting that negative tempo on the way in. Final 2. And 1. Rest 1 dumbbell down. Here we go, team. Dumbbell in your right hand. We're going to find a side plank, knee down. Taking that right arm up to the ceiling. We're going to lower overhead. Squeeze it back in. So overhead, squeeze back in. Whew. Yes. Burner. There we go. Getting those shoulders. Also getting those lats on that squeeze back in. And then we're going to roll straight over onto our backs. Take our legs up high. A little bit of an ab exercise coming up. And then we'll even it out. Go to the other side. Less than 10 seconds. Nice deep breaths. Let's go for final 1. Squeeze it in. All right, laying straight over onto our backs. We're going to take our legs up high to the ceiling, holding this 1 dumbbell up to the ceiling. We're going to hold a crunch. 1 leg lowers and lifts, and just alternating. Getting a bit of some funky sounds over here in the mats when we're all sweaty in here. Try to draw that belly button down. Closing that gap. Holding that dumbbell up towards your ankles as much as you can. Now a little bit less here, you can just lower down. Holding that dumbbell while you work those legs. The deeper we get those legs, the harder it is going to be, team. Let's go. Then we're kneeling on the other side. Last 2. And last 1. Whew. We're making farting noises in here with these mats. All right, coming onto our side. Or are we? No, I'm kidding. Raise overhead, squeeze it in. Whew. Last 2 exercises, let's get it done. Make sure you're bringing that dumbbell all the way in line with your shoulder. Take that nice deep exhale as we sweep it back in. Whew. Getting those obliques here as well, just holding yourselves up here. Then we finish off with that last round of crunches. 5 seconds. 2. 1 more. Squeeze it all the way in. Whew. Lower it down. All right, let's go last round. Even more sweatier than last time. Legs up. Hold your crunch and let's lower and lift. Lower, lift. Try and relax through your shoulders here. All right, eye gaze just coming at your shin bones. All right, not all the way up. We're just getting a nice little tuck at that chin. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh. There we go. Lower and lift. Can we crunch up a little bit higher, halfway point? Can you lower your legs a little bit deeper? You got it, home stretch. All right, let's go. Final 2 and 1. Lower it down. Hug those knees in. Drop that dumbbell, team. Let's cool it down. Relax through your neck. Relax through your shoulders. We're going to hold this left knee into our chest. Let's extend that right leg nice and long. Squeezing this knee in. Open up that knee to the outside with your left hand. And then we're going to bring it over to the inside. Just get that spinal twist. Take your left arm wide. Eye gaze goes to that left hand. Nice deep breaths. Exhale, just relax a little bit more into that side. Slowly rolling back into center. Squeeze that knee in one last time and reach it out. Let's bring that right knee into chest. And open up to the outside. Over to the inside, taking it over to the left, eye gaze going to that right hand. Twisting it over, getting that spinal twist. For 3, 2, and 1. Coming back into center, squeeze it in. Extend that leg long. We're just gonna roll over to our tummies. All right, as we roll over, we're just gonna press back into that cobra. Just take a little twist side to side. Looking over the right shoulder, then the left, getting that rotation through those hips. 1 more each side. And let's push back into our child's pose. Walk those hands out. Let your head drop down. Slow it down. We're going to slowly start to roll back up. I want you to lock your fingertips behind you. Okay, reaching those palms back. And let's just take a nice hinge forward. Take those arms up to the ceiling. Let your head drop down. Trying to raise those arms up as high as we can. For 3, 2, and 1. Slowly releasing those arms. Find your side seated position. You are done. I was going to say, let's do some more. We are done. 165 today. Make sure you grab some water, do some extra stretches if you need to, and we'll see you back for 166. Good job.